Hello everybody, welcome to 2018. This is Bob. I'm going to start doing something new this year, and that is doing video blogs with my monthly updates. Most of you should be receiving my email newsletter, and this is just taking this one step further where it's going to be at some point interactive along the way. But for now we're going to do these monthly updates, and we're going to hopefully I'll be able to accelerate those to about a weekly update and by the end of the year. So we'll just see how it goes. It takes a fair amount of work and planning to do these, and looking forward to doing them and talking to you on a monthly basis face to camera. So this month's update goes from December 17 all the way to January 10th. This is all the emails that I've received that might be relevant to what you're interested in real estate wise. And the first thing is California in a bubble? Is there a bubble? So this email from the California Association of Realtors Economists states, generally speaking, we're not statewide in a bubble. They identify challenges in our market, mostly that people are locked into their homes, having troubles finding inventory to buy other properties. Let me read it exactly the way it says. Underbuilding and structural challenge to the housing turnover, think low mortgage rates, capital gains, and low property tax bases, are exacerbating an already below normal inventory situation in California, fueling price appreciation. They state additionally that price appreciation has outpaced income growth, which is certainly the definition of a bubble, but all that's doing is displacing some segment of the buyer population, but they say that there's not time to panic. We still expect market appreciation through the end of 2018. They don't identify specific markets and what to expect in individual ones. It's my opinion that we are topping out on the market, and everything that you're seeing right now is a result of low interest rates. When there are waves of inventory, you do see certain segments of the market fluctuating, not necessarily in Danville, Alamo, or Lafayette, possibly Walnut Creek, but certainly in Concord, Martinez, and some of the outlying areas. There is some volatility in the pricing depending on how many homes are on the market at one time. Homes are still selling quick, still selling with multiple offers, and the number of offers is directly correlated to the number of, or the volume of inventory that's available. So if you need these high prices to get out, now's the time to make a move. If you're a buyer, do expect things to get better as inventory increases, but for the time being, we are still kind of in a neutralish market. We know that Congress has changed the tax laws recently, and there's a lot of question as to how that's going to affect the real estate market this year. It's definitely going to have some impact in specific cases, but market-wide, I personally don't expect much to change. The Congress was very clever when they made this tax law. They changed elements, they phased in others, and each one of these factors taken as a whole are going to have a net neutral effect on the buyer and selling population. Sellers are not going to be impacted that much unless they're investors, and I do not know yet what the full impact to investors is going to be this year. I'm still waiting for my own personal accountant to give me an assessment, but I do have some information that they are going to be the most affected by these laws. Most homeowners in the higher tax brackets are not going to be affected at all. These are not price-sensitive buyers necessarily. The windfall that they get from the alternative minimum tax deduction will be offset by the increase in taxes paid through state and local taxes. So there's going to be algebra involved in it, but again, the whole point of this plus and minus is that it's neutral. It's the middle income between $50,000 and $100,000 where you're going to get the biggest question mark as to what the pros and cons of the tax legislation change is going to be. More information will be available on this moving forward, but by two different sources, they both say that the higher and the lower are going to benefit from this tax change the most. And that's that. So, an item number 3 on the list. This year's election. California Association of Realtors is sponsoring a portability initiative. Right now, many of people who are 55 and older under Props 60 and Prop 90 are able to take their tax bases into select counties and take their Prop 13 with them. This right here wasn't a statewide initiative. It was obviously county by county. If you moved within a county, if you could find a qualified home that would enable you to do that, you were able to take advantage of the Prop 6090. Now, the portability initiative is what it's going to do, if passed. It's going to allow you to take your Proposition 13 and move it anywhere in the state. Move from here to Sacramento, here, from Sacramento to here, across the peninsula, reciprocating counties. What CAR has identified the problem is that the lack of portability is one of the reasons why we have an inventory problem, at least in the Bay Area. People, when they move out of the area, they keep their homes as rental in order to protect their Prop 13. Many people are concerned that if they move out of the area, they won't be able to move back, so they keep their homes as rentals and to keep that ace in the hole so that they can come back. And it's one of the many factors that is impacting inventory negatively. By approving this portability initiative, what that'll allow you to do is, subject to a select number of rules, you'll be able to take your Proposition 13 and move it anywhere. You just repeated yourself. One of the limitations of Prop 60 and Prop 90 is that you had to buy down. This new initiative will allow you to buy either up or down. If you buy down, you will be able to take your tax base with you to the new property. Or if you buy up, you will be able to take your old tax base with you, and then you will be subject to new taxation based on the differential between your old house and your new house. The overarching goal of this legislation is to improve the inventory situation and allow people to move up and down, which should, market-wide, improve the inventory situation in our area so that people are not locked in their houses as a result of Prop 13. If you would like more information about this proposition, send me an email. I can send you the specifics. I have the talking points right here, but right now it's CAR is acquiring signatures in order to get it on the ballot this year. We do expect that to happen. This is going to be a realtor-backed initiative. We're putting a lot of money behind this to get this approved. And for residents of the Bay Area and most of the people that are affected here in Contra Costa County, I strongly urge you to vote for it when it does hit the ballot, because this is a huge, huge boon to our market. And market-wide, it'll be an all-positive thing because it should make a lot more inventory available. So, again, if you have any questions, give me a phone call. You can also sign up for my newsletter at bob@bobdesell.com. Signing up for my newsletter has neighborhood comps on everybody who is on the list. So if you are signed up, not somebody with whom I currently send emails to, if I add you to my mailing list, I will also add your neighborhood to the electronic newsletter. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me. I'd love to hear from you all. In the meantime, this is my first shot. I know it's a little bit clunky. We'll work on getting it smoother, and I'll adjust based on your feedback. Look forward to talking to you all this year. Hope your holidays were fantastic, and I hope you have a great 2018.